Good afternoon. I'm Lori Pierce back with you to talk about a couple of other appetizers. This is appetizer week and I'm really excited about that using my Philly cream cheese. I have tons of recipes with Philly cream cheese and appetizers. I have a cold curried carrot soup, which believe it or not is just as good hot, but I love it in the spring and summer. It's very colorful, it's beautiful in a white dish, and it's beautiful when you sit down to the table and you garnish it with some toasted pine nuts and a little swirl of sour cream. I'll show you how that's made. It's very, very easy and very quick. We're going to start with our onions, a bay leaf, and a couple of smashed garlic cloves. We're going to take all of this and we're going to dump it into our pan. I already have 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of butter mixed. You do that, you get the flavor from the butter, but then you also get a higher heat. You're able to get a higher temperature with the olive oil because butter burns so easily. So you mix the two and you've got a really, really flavorful base for your aromatics. So let's take this over and dump it into our pot. We're going to let it sweat for about 6 to 8 minutes until things are translucent. They're starting to give off a wonderful flavor. Then we'll add the rest of our ingredients. We've added our onions and our smashed garlic cloves to our oil and butter. I'm going to stir them through until they're coated, and that's really it. Then you go away and leave these bad boys and do a little bit of chopping. I kind of like to have all of my ingredients at the ready, but there are a few things that you can leave. The aromatics are ready. See how they're translucent and they smell. Gosh, I don't understand how something as simple as onion and garlic and bay leaf can smell so divine. All right, we're ready to add in our 3 cups of chicken broth. We are going to turn up the heat, get this bad boy going. Or going if you're interested in not dropping your G's. I have a terrible problem with that. Partly from being down south and partly from just moving so fast in the kitchen. I drop a lot of things. Alrighty, we're going to add our main ingredients, our star, the carrots. And I'm going to add my spice melange. Then I'm going to go ahead and just pick up my cutting board, and with the back of my knife, I do not like scraping with my knife blade. I always scrape with the back of my knife. I'm going to put in my apples and my potato. The apple was half of an apple. It kind of equals the same amount as the small potato. None of this is critical. That's one of the beauties of this recipe. A little give and take on anything, and you're still going to come out with an absolutely delicious, stunningly colored soup. So we're going to get the lid on. We're going to let this boil. Bring it to the simmer. Let it simmer. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes, depending upon how small you've diced your veggies. And then we'll finish it off. Alrighty, as you can see, our vegetables are good. They're nice and soft. You can cut them with a spoon. We need to remove this bay leaf. And I'll do what I always do. Lick it. Oh, Lord have mercy. That's some fabulous. Oh. Alright, we're going to add our Philadelphia cream cheese in little bits and pieces. Keep it at the simmer because this is going to chill it just a little bit, and we need to get it incorporated. So the heat is going to help, of course, melt our Philly cream cheese. Ooh, you see the curry color? And then when we blend it, of course, the carrot color will be predominant. We'll have a beautiful golden orange. Ooh, look at that! Oh, so yummy, yummy, yummy. I cannot wait. Oh. Oh, so rich and satisfying, but creamy and elegant when you chill it and serve it like I'm going to serve it with the toasted pine nuts. A little swirl of sour cream. We're almost there. Okay. Everything is ready. It's incorporated enough for us to be able to blend it. So, I'm taking my pot over to my blender, getting another bowl ready so I can put the pureed stuff into a new bowl. All right, we're over here by our blender. I'm going to take about a cup, cup and a half increments and get them into my blender. That right there was a cup. Let's do 2 cups. I think that's about perfect. I kind of clean as I go along. I find that it makes my kitchen far less chaotic. Here we go. Every blender is different. You use whatever speed you need to use just to get this thing pureed, liquefied, beautified. Keep doing this until all of our soup is pureed. Okay, what you see here is a beautiful plate, or bowl, excuse me, of curried carrot soup. I have put a little dollop of sour cream in the middle, and I'm going to just swirl it just ever so lightly, just for a little interest. And then I'm going to top it with a few toasted pine nuts. And there you have it. You have curried carrot soup, which is either cold or hot. For this spring season, I'm offering it cold. I would also like for you to see an alternative presentation. You can get these at any party store, or if you have Demitasse cups, that is such a sweet thing to use. I take these shot glasses and I call them soup shots. That I do. And I simply pour some soup into them and then dollop a little bit of pine nut on top. And you can pass these around at cocktail parties. People are amazed. What's that? Well, this is a soup shot. Try it. And people who otherwise would have never tried, well, that's called curried carrot soup, will try your curried carrot soup. We're running short. Okay, that'll be my test one. A couple of pine nuts in each one. As Julia would say, bon appetit. So creamy. It's got this fabulous after bite, spice, the curry, a little bit of that cayenne. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. I feel sure you're going to love it, and your guests will too. Bye-bye.